Welcome to another mega exciting, I hope, 5-minute auto pairing. Well, not that exciting because they try and bore me to death with these C3 Sicilians and I go a bit crazy sometimes. Let's try D6 here. So timofonica. Can I play? Is E6 okay instead of knight B6? Just giving that knight on there. Maybe I'll try and exchange off later. Is this E5 potentially weak? I wonder if I just leave that tension for a moment, because otherwise I'm giving him frontal pressure. If I overtake, he's got frontal pressure. Does he want a battery on H7? Yeah, this, I've avoided frontal pressure, so maybe I can play like this for bishop B7. That seems okay. Yeah, keeping this tension. I'll just now maybe the time to consider. What about knight A5? Is that possible? Knight takes C3, D5. Oh, I'm blocking in the bishop. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I've just annotated the game, which this reminds me of now, with Karpov against Miles, trying to go for a weak E5 pawn. Yeah, try and weaken that E5 pawn. And avoid getting mated on H7. So that's the trick, if I can do both. Exchange off some rooks. I don't think there's any major tactical threat, no major forcing move to be terrified about just yet. Let's see. Right, so he's on the H7 thing. Queen e4 incoming at some point. I don't know about G6 straight off the bat. Maybe, because it avoids Greek gifts, there's a bit of a lazy way of playing it. Maybe it's safety minded. I don't know, maybe I didn't need to do that. Maybe I could have waited. But on the other hand, okay, it's a little bit frightening, the position. Can I play bishop C5? Knowing that he hasn't got the Greek gift thing. So bishop C5. Or should I just trade the rooks and hope E5 is a bit weaker later? I know that's a bit dull, but it might be a safe way of approaching this position. I'm hoping this is weak later on. Okay. Well, I'm spending some time here. If I get the rooks off, I think it probably improves king safety slightly. Maybe there'll be some extra infiltration points. If the rooks are off, maybe my queen, like in the Karpov-Miles game, the queen was actually quite good later on. But you know, it had access to B2. I haven't got. It's only that diagonal, which can be annoying at the moment. I'm wondering about this E5 pawn. He's spending a lot of time here. To spend a minute in a 5-minute game is like 1/5 on one move. Basically, is there some forcing sequence he's looking at? It's been like rook D6. Trying to open up this diagonal. Alright, can we not just get the rooks off? I know it's boring, but I'm just wondering about E5. Not losing a piece doing this, am I? Let's get the rooks off. Just E5. I'm hoping it's slightly vulnerable. Right, if I look at E5 now with Queen C7, I'm not getting into a pin just yet, I think. I probably want to, so I wanted to cover these points. Right, bishop A5, yeah, on the cards. So that's a danger point. I'll play king g7 for a moment. What's he doing here? It feels a little bit uncomfortable. It does. Oh yeah, okay, at least h6 is covered. Is there knight d8? Oh, he's got queen a7. Maybe queen c8. Queen c8 to unpin. Right, queen takes b7 here. I get that d5 square. I'm just wondering about e5. Yeah, it's the only thing I know I'm not usually that excited about an e5 pawn, but game inspiration. Alright, it's coming to that point where it starts to look scary with knight e4 to f6. What about knight c6 here, putting pressure on e5? Knight f6, queen d1. Am I being terminated? I hope not. Right, so queen d1. Isn't there... No, there's nothing. I thought knight e5, queen e5, bishop d6, but it's got bishop e5. So I'm going to play queen d1 anyway, probably. Yes, he's building up something, which is scary looking, for sure. Like bishop d2, for example. Where does my queen want to be? Maybe h6 to be able to play. Okay. No, I'm worried about this bishop d2 now. Okay. I take that. Hope for the best. Can't get the queens off. Queen c2 to f5. That is annoying. Ah, okay, okay. It's scary. Try and keep in the center. I'll try and just take this thing and hope for the best. Yeah, it looks like suicidal. I know. I'm probably just losing a pawn in the game, or worse. I'm just wondering, queen d6.
Check.
I'll just no. It's immediately just losing the knight. That was clever. Oh, cracked up there. Yeah, I just thought bishop d2 was a major threat. Oh boy. Ah, I cracked up. That's how to crack up. I'm trying to be a bit cooler next time, but
check. Check.
Yeah, simple stuff. Just get a knight to f6.
Check.
Right, queen d8. Yeah, this is just
check.
Diabolical. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. Why did I think that was a solution? I think, no, I just thought about, oh, I don't know what I was thinking. Queen d6, I don't know what I was thinking. Forgot about this diagonal, just losing this diagonal, taking there.
Check. Check.
It's pathetic. I'm afraid. Is it that dangerous? All right, let's have a look. Is it that dangerous? Queen d2, bishop d2. This is what I'm scared about. All right. Okay, because otherwise it would be terminal, right? But knight takes e5, all right. So the king can actually take on f6 here. Yes, keep the battery on f6. That's a much nicer way of handling the situation for future reference. Get a battery on this. So there is actually knight takes e5. Is that? On knight g4. Okay, so queen e4. Knight takes e5 is given by the engine. Hold on, so. Alright, so this would have been better. Ah, the pin there. Alright, okay, so, yeah, alright. blonde, I'm afraid. Comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.